Welcome to the Frayed Brush. I'm Big Aaron. So I was originally going to do a video for the Justice League diorama smoke part of the base. However, looking at it, it's about, 22 different pieces. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to do it before I get into that video. So I've got a different video today. So some of you might remember this guy, okay? This is the 1/10 scale, maybe, Mandalorian that I painted. Not pleased with this at all, actually. Kind of a rush job. I don't feel like it's anywhere close to my best work. I'm not going to say the company that this came from, but I think if I could find a print, I could maybe do a better job with it, but I understand a company that sells prints, trying to save cost, this and that, whatever the case may be. So there was a lot of cleanup that should have went into it that I didn't do, mainly because it was really difficult to do. And then it got to the point I kind of just started throwing it together. I'm not real pleased with it. Some of the things I don't like about it is you can see the seam line here on this knee. You can see the seam line here on this knee. You can see that there's print lines that didn't get cleaned up here and in here. And then of course, I dropped it, broke the cape. So I think part of it is maybe the way it was printed by the company and my own error. As far as working with the 3D print, because I believe this was my first one. So you live and you learn and you move on to do better things. So that's where we're at today. I did a couple of Gundam videos, and they're made by Bandai. And I was at the hobby shop last weekend for my model club meeting, okay? The Fort Smith Modelers Association. You can look them up on Facebook. But I was there hanging out before the meeting, and I found this. Okay, so this is a very shiny box, as you can see my painting lights. So this is actually made by Bandai. Okay, this is the same company that makes Gundams, and this is a multi-posable Mandalorian figure. This is a 1/12 scale, so I think it's maybe one scale smaller than this one. So it's still gonna be a decent size. The only thing I've done with it really so far is just take the plastic on the outside. So we're gonna get this opened up and check it out. I probably won't. Well, I know I won't be starting this right away because I do want to get the Justice League diorama completed for some contests in 2022. So we're gonna get this opened up and let's check it out. Oh, wow, that's a good design. An actual cloth cape. Cool. All right. Get the box out of the way. All right, so before we start messing with that, let's check out the instruction book. These are the just normal assembly instructions. Tell you what the different emblems mean. The list of recommended tools, how to locate the parts on the sprue, give you some tips on how to cut parts from the sprue, and trimming gates off of the pieces, goes over your polycap parts, dry decals, and water decals. I'm not sure if this came with dry, water, or stickers right now. We'll find out in just a minute. All right, here's the instruction manual. Okay. Mandalorian 1/12 scale plastic model kit. All right, so it's not too bad instructions-wise. Let's go ahead and just get this all kinds of messed up here, so we'll never be able to fold it back up correctly. Okay. Pretty clear-cut instructions. Unlike a Gundam where you have, you know, the left side, the right side, and, you know, it kind of mirrors itself. With this being I guess a person, it's not as, doesn't seem to be as confusing, I guess. So let's see if I can get this folded back up here. Okay. Here's what it looks like assembled and painted. Kind of a fairly basic paint job. Hopefully we can pull off something a little bit better than that. But it looks like it's got some pretty crisp detail. Then of course here's all the sprues, all the ones you should have. And I believe the X, maybe? Is there my Japanese isn't good and there's not a lot of English, but I'm assuming the X, maybe pieces you don't use, maybe pieces you do use. Not sure. We'll figure it out when we get into it. All right, let's get this cut open and check it out. There's the cape. I'm not gonna cut the cape open because I don't want to get a bunch of stuff on it from my painting table. I think we'll need the blade. All right. So this looks like part of the rifle. There's the sling. Got some bullets. There's some really good detail in there. You can actually see all the buckles and whatnot that go. The pouches, everything on the belt. This is the base. Pretty bland. Not sure what we'll do with that. If anything, we'll see what it looks like at the end. These look to be some of the cloth pieces. This looks like a thigh. There's some arms. There's the hands. Pistol pouch, maybe. I'm not quite sure what those are. Those look like a joint. Waist. All really good, really clean detail. Bandai does some amazing products. Oh, look, here's a pouch with even some little tools and stuff sticking out. So that's cool. Okay, here we go. We do get to use the knife. Remember, always be careful with sharp objects. So here's the chest, the gauntlets, thigh guards, backpack, shoulder pads, the helmet. And this has much cleaner detail than the one I did previously. I'll give you an example here. So you can see how much detail is in this like gauntlet right here compared to the detail in this gauntlet. Okay, with this, you can see the print lines and stuff in there, and if you go to clean that up in such a small area, I would have wrecked this whole gauntlet here. So got some great detail here to work with. Here's the Beskar spear, excuse me. These are the poly caps. These are just all the movable joints. Here we go. Here's the rifle. Looks like we've got the sword. Different hands. There's another piece to the base. There's the pistol. And some really intricate detail in here. It's going to be a lot of fun to paint. Hopefully we can do it justice. Let's just open this one up from the end. All right. So looks like we have stickers. Yeah, so I don't imagine a lot of these will be getting used. We'll end up putting in our own detail. Because this is a sticker for the top of the glove. And I think the top of the glove would just look a lot better, you know, with the blue triangle painted in. 417. Let's see where this. Let's look at the stickers real quick. See where this digital sticker goes. Okay, so that goes on the right gauntlet. Let's see if we can. Where's that at? Okay, so here's that piece. So the sticker right here, I don't know if you can see that very well. Well, that didn't help. But the sticker right here at the edge of my thumb, right here, has some kind of like LCD numbers in it. It says 417. And they're supposed to go right in here on this little area. So we might actually use that one because I don't know if I'd be able to paint those small letters in like that. So here's some more forearms. There's some gauntlets. Here's the rest, some of the more of the backpack. Not quite sure what this falls into. Maybe chest, maybe the backpack, back piece. I don't know, not sure. But it's got some little nozzles and ends in there. Looks like the gauntlet has some little switches maybe on it, stuff like that. Some exhaust, louvers. Really some great detail on this. And the last sprue is, looks like the rest of the kind of like leather armor, I guess. Look, they even gave you the bottom of the boots. So that's kind of cool. Here's the top of the boots. A lot of great detail on this. Really excited about getting this started, but we got other things to do first. So the plan, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the smoke for the Justice League diorama yet. Like I said, it's about 22 pieces. And I would like to make it look like it's like an explosion. So I don't know if I would be able to get the lighting correct on the explosion, like the plumes of smoke and stuff like that, if I do it piece by piece. I'm thinking it might be one of those things where I have to assemble it and then paint the whole thing. However, with that, it becomes a little bit unwieldy. Like the Maldrakar from Reaper, I had originally assembled it completely and then attempted to paint it, and it was horrible. It was just, I mean, you figure it was like this big, and you know, you're sitting there trying to move it around and paint it with a brush and everything, and it just was not a good experience. So I actually ended up tearing it apart and painting it piece by piece, which then in turn, when I was put it back together, created some kind of huge gaps that never actually got filled because they were just humongous. They got hid well for the most part, I think. But so once I get the smoke figured out and how I want to do it, we'll get started on that video. I had to get a bunch of the pieces cut so I could print by Sanix, the guy that runs Malik's 3 Design, part of his Patreon. So next video, we're going to be going with the smoke. I'll figure out how I want to do it this week and start working on that video. So out of the Aquaman, the Batman, the Wonder Woman, the Flash, the Green Lantern, and the Superman, leave a comment down below on which hero you would like to see done first, because once the base is done and the smoke's done, it's time to start banging out the heroes and get them put in their respective places on the diorama. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't a lot, just an unboxing of that Mandalorian figure. Really excited about that. I think I'll be able to do a lot better with that one than I did the 3D printed one. So remember, subscribes are always appreciated. Hit that bell icon so you know when the next video from the Fray Brush comes out. Hit that thumbs up to give a like to the video. Comment down below on which hero out of the 6 you would like to see done first for the Justice League diorama. And remember, until next time, Big Aaron sent you.